This boring business model is making millionaires all around you. Might be somebody on the street, might be your neighbor. The most money will always be made in the most boring businesses. The best opportunity of 2026 is not the most sexy business model. It's not drop shipping. It's not some crazy e-com. It's nothing that. It's literally the most unsexy business model you could think of. Most people are chasing cool, easy ways to make money. Tommy's drop shipping. I watch the YouTube drop shipping in 3 ways. This model works because it's boring. It's a simple service that people genuinely not want. They genuinely need this service. Therefore, no matter what the economy is doing, no matter what else is going on, this service will always be in demand. So how do we know this isn't just theory? This is me. I got my dream car. Cool. This is me about a year later. Got my dream car. I don't have all these, traded them in, and then this is just a random day in January, AK invoice. It's one invoice. So we ain't just talking out our ass on here. Most people, and you'll see it a lot, will just chase business model, chase whatever flashiest thing is, freelance brand scaling, whatever's going on, whatever's hot at the time, growth operator, whatever business model you can think of. A lot of people chase that. All you're going to do is give yourself dopamine. You're going to be in that business model for 1 to 2 months, get that hit, not see immediate results, and you're going to quit. Delay action, and you're going to miss like actual opportunities, actually building an actual business that you can later on sell, keep on down the road. Again, build that opportunity. What most people believe, you need a lot of capital, skills, connections, and you need to know everything about an industry. Service businesses are capped. What is the truth? Hayden, you want to add anything on this?
No, man, you're killing it.
What is the truth? Cash flow over clout always. How many of them boys in them high rises rented that C8, or how many of them bought it cash? You don't know. We chasing the cash flow over clout. The business model we're talking about is moving. I'm gonna say it again. Business model we're talking about is moving. It's simple, it's boring, but it's profitable if you run it right. What this business actually is, again, it's an high demand. It's a simple value exchange. You're transporting someone's goods to the property in exchange for money. It's your service, it's your time, it's your labor. You get high cash flow and you can get immediate pay. It is one of those business models you can immediately put in work, you can immediately put action, and you can immediately see results. Like, it's one of those business models, if you genuinely put in hard work, you will see results come from it. So how is the money actually made? What do you mean moving, Hogan? What do you mean moving, Hogan and Caden? Like, what are you guys talking about? I've never heard of that. Like, there's moving companies everywhere. That's what we're talking about. It's a boring business. They're everywhere. Movies around for 300 years. Like, it's been around forever. So customer needs to sell a house and move house. So that completely backwards. But customer sells their house. Somebody sells their house. Down the street is that $3 million property. Tom Brady moves out. Like, you really think like a dude like Tom Brady's gonna move all his furniture? You really think a dude like Drake is gonna move all his furniture in his $30 million house? Like, at the end of the day, these people realize what their time is worth, and they're gonna spend that getting someone to move their stuff. So that's gonna mean they're gonna hire somebody. So this is when you come in the middle, you be the middleman, come in here, and this is you. Look at this is me and Caden here in the truck. You're loading up this dresser. We finish the day, unbranded truck. We're gonna go collect our cash. We're gonna take it to the bank right after, maybe get a burrito. That's just how it rolls. But very, very simple process. It's not some like complex like schematic with 800 different steps. At the end of the day, somebody's selling their house, can be an apartment, can be commercial. At the end of the day, somebody has goods, items in one location. They want to safely transport to the other, and they want to feel good the whole time. Pretty much, it's one of those business models too. You make the client feel comfortable, you will excel. Put in the work, you will excel. Kate, do you want to add anything on this?
I would just add that not only will people pay you because they have the money and they can afford to pay you, Tom Brady, Drake, they're going to pay you. It's not worth their time. But the other aspect of it is people physically can't move themselves. If you're old, you don't want to hurt yourself. Like, think of your grandparents, they can't move themselves. Like, people literally need this service. If their house sells, they have to move. So it's a super easy sell, which kind of leads us into the next section of why this model wins. But again, like most people end up trying, all the shit you see on Instagram, all the shit you see on TikTok, growth operating, copywriting, AI agencies, whatever. But the problem with a lot of those business models, and believe me, I know I tried a lot of them and I failed at a lot of them. And I'm not saying they don't work. I have friends in pretty much every one of those industries. But the problem with a lot of them is it's a long ramp up, it's delayed gratification. You need a lot of other skills. You might need capital. They have a high failure rate. It's what everyone wants to do because it's cool, it's sexy, and again, there's high startup costs. There's just a lot of failure involved in those business models. But moving instead, it's immediate demand. If someone sells their house, they have to move. It works in any economy. There's always going to be life events causing people to move. It's a need instead of a want. People like they need to move. They physically can't do it themselves. It's a low startup cost. It's simple to scale. You don't need a lot of skills. It's how at 19 years old, I was able to start my moving company and make it work and make pretty significant money pretty quickly. Because again, people need to move. You don't need to be a master at marketing. You don't need to be a master at selling. Like they need it. It's very easy to fulfill. You move a couch from point A to point B. You don't need a lot of skills. You get fast feedback and it's high ticket. Your average move is going to be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. So you can make pretty serious money pretty quickly.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better. Why does this model win? So kind of like we said earlier, you got your crypto bros, you got your agency, growth operating, copywriting, dropshipping. Again, there is money in all of this. All of this at some point works for people. There's money in all of this. But these are all sexy business models that you've all seen 1,000 times. Seen the 2-year-old on TikTok with a black Amex getting dinner at Mastro's with 3 girls and a Lamborghini outside. Like we've all seen it. The problem with those, you got long ramp up, delayed gratification, you need a lot of other skills, you're gonna have a high failure rate. It is what everybody else is doing, and it's got high startup costs. And AI coming down, and you never know. AI might just take over somebody's business model. You never know.
But it won't move.
What this business model is, yeah. I think the AI ain't picking up your grandma's couch.
Not in our lifetimes.
What this model is, it's immediate demand. All right, people are selling their houses literally every single day. It's going to work in any economy. Again, it's a need instead of a want. At the end of the day, client doesn't want to move their stuff. All right, if they want to sell their house and get the funds, might need to get all this furniture out. Might need to get all the stuff out of the garage. So it's a want, or it's a need, not a want. Low startup cost. You can literally start with less than $500, if that. Super simple to scale. Gets to a certain point, start getting teams, start getting leads, warehouse, etc. No skills are required. Literally, Caden went in this game knowing absolutely nothing. I went in this game knowing absolutely zilch. And, we took off from ground running. It's just like anything. You put the work in, you'll see results, but absolutely no skills required. Me and Caden, I started off a retarded kid. Caden started off a smart young man. And yeah, we took off. Fast feedback. Fast feedback just means, you're on jobs. You'll see kind of how customers react. Ideally, if you have it down below, join the Discord. If you're interested in getting coached, me and Caden, join the 101 or apply. If you're interested, oh my God, bro.
Well, and fast feedback. Houses in your area are selling every single day. So like you get so many reps. So you learn so quickly what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah. And if you want to get the faster feedback and not, get immediately, or what am I actually saying? What's a dollar, bro? And if you haven't if you haven't already below, join the free Discord, number 1. Number 2, if you want to fast track everything we just talked about already, apply for the 101 link between me and Caden, and you will skip years of BS and headaches. But we digress. And it's high ticket. So your average ticket, depending where you're located, can be anywhere from lowest, 500, but you can, it's pretty much uncapped. You can go up to 30K. For example, that was an 8K on there, but on average, you can even average about 2 to 6K. So very high ticket. Again, low ticket, but stack them up and it runs good. What this model is not, It's not passive, but you can build it out to be semi-passive where you're not in the field and you're running operations from the phone. It's not overnight. You're not just going to get $1 million overnight. Obviously, it's not flashy. When you're talking to the girl we just met on Tinder and she says, "What do you do?" And you say, "I'm a mover." It's not flashy.
Yep. 4 years.
So you pick her up in the double R, like Caden. And it's not effortless. Obviously, you need to put in effort. If you don't have work ethic, you don't have effort, click off this video, unsubscribe. But genuinely, you need to be able to put effort, then you'll see the results. Yeah. See, no girls. But it works if you are willing to work. Zoom in on that. It works if you are willing to work. Why did we personally choose this model? So it's control over income. Me and Caden, we were poor. We had no idea what we wanted to do. We wanted to kind of do our own thing, see what we could do. Cool. We have control over our own income. We can control how many jobs we get. We can control how many jobs we get. We built out our systems, built our advertising systems. And now we can control those, put the foot on the gas, control how many jobs we get, control our income, and keep scaling. Speed profitability. When you first start out and you're in the field, you will be the most profitable you will ever be just because you're in the field, you're doing everything yourself. But literally, like your first 6 months, you'll be the most profitable. It's awesome. And it's a repeatable process. So build out your systems. Cool. So move a house, sell your properties, sell your items, document it. Boom. Over time, you got to sell the system. Again, your skills are going to compound over time. Literally every single job, you're going to get better. And then before you know it, you can literally blink by, do a job, customer's happy, 5-star review. And you can control your schedule. So, when people say you want to be your own boss, it's true. But depending on how much money you want to make, I will say you're going to be working every day. But you have control of your own schedule. And I always say you can build out your team, you can build out operations, and then that way you can scale from the desk. So I digress. Why does this actually make serious money? Why does this print? Demand will never go away. People always need to move. Life events create demand no matter the economy. Just so facts. People are always going to move. Even if it's not houses, you got apartments, you got grandmas, you got senior centers. Like people are always moving. You don't really think about it, but there are thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people who move every single day. It's not trend dependent. Literally been around forever. 300 years ago, they were moving around on carriages. So pretty sure it's not going anywhere. AI is not going to replace it. You're not going to see the iRobot dude. Maybe Cade might pop up with Will Smith one day. I don't know. But you're not going to see an iRobot pick up a box. AI is not taking it any day. And it's easy to sell. People once you get to a certain age, people realize what their time is worth. What is their body worth? They're like, all right, cool. I'm gonna spend a couple grand to get all my stuff moved, and it's gonna be worth it to me. People don't want to do it at the end of the day. Ideally, your client type is higher end, so you're selling people with money already. You're not doing a hard sell. Not a matter of if, it's a matter of who. Who's your client going to be? Who's your ideal prospect? Ideally, maybe start a little lower, work your way up, and then you're soon high-end clients, high-ticket stuff, walk in the park. It's amazing. If you have it below, we're going to say it again. Join the Discord, completely free service game sauce. If you are interested in working one-on-one with me and Caden, join link down below. That's your path to making potentially millions. So we can digress. Do you want to add anything, Caden?
I would just add in the easy to sell. I mean, someone just hold their house for hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars. Like spending a couple $1,000s on a move is nothing to them. So a lot of the times people won't even bat an eye at the price. And again, not a matter of if, a matter of who, which if you can base your entire company around that, your marketing, your sales process, everything around the idea of it's not if they're going to hire movers, it's who they're going to hire. And everything you do just builds trust throughout the entire process from the first contact to selling them and actually delivering the service. You are going to close so many jobs. It's such an easy sell. It's why you don't need to be good at selling. If you can just build trust with a homeowner, build a relationship, you're going to crush the sales process.
Totally agree. So margins, why make it make sense? So you got low overhead to start. Labor in your truck are going to be your main cost, making the pricing high ticket. Again, 1 to 5K average. One job can be 10K plus. make 150 plus an hour. It's just subject to change. You make 300 plus an hour. Totally subject to change. You don't need insane volume to make good money. Absolutely not. You can make literally you can work one weekend, one Saturday, or you can work every Saturday of the month and make 30K if you wanted to. You just stack high ticket stuff. So this is Caden's example. Bro's printing 7K.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
And that was, again, for those of you who don't know, I started a second moving company. This was third month with the second moving company. And that's not even all the deposits from that month. Like,
Yeah,
again,
bro.
you don't need a lot of volume to make a lot of money.
So speed the cash flow. You can book jobs within 2 weeks of starting. Totally facts. There's a whole process of that. Join the Discord if you're interested in learning how to do that. If you're interested in working one-on-one, link is down below. You can book jobs within 2 weeks of starting. You can be profitable within 1 to 3 jobs. Customers are going to pay immediately. Never leave the job without getting paid. Ask me how I know. But yeah, you get paid immediately, and it's a good deal. Real life examples. So we got the boy Cam. Been 9 days of working with me and Caden. Caden landed his first job. And Cam knew absolutely nothing about moving. Literally zero. Started from nothing. Got him his first job. Look how well he packed up the truck. Beautiful. Went well. Awesome. Got smiley guy Caden here. Just smiling.
Yeah,
First
man.
job. 4th, did 5K that week, 9K in April, 20K in profit May alone. Yeah, Caden killed it. So Caden literally went from ground zero as well. Just had to start a whole new company and ripping. 2 perfectly good real world examples here. Scaling logic. Let's do this. So scaling. So we'll break down the fundamentals, basic fundamentals of scaling this. So level 1, you're gonna be 1 crew, roughly 10K a month, 5 jobs, 1 marketing channel. Owner's gonna be heavily involved, so margins are insane. It should be you. Be bringing in that dough. I think with 1 crew you can do way more than 10K. Game was being a little generous on this, but
Yeah, that was like baseline 5K, average 2K.
Yeah,
Have
around 30-40K a month. 2 crews. Owner's less involved in day-to-day ops and can start focusing about sales and marketing. 2 marketing channels, 4K a day, cap around 60, 80K a month. Level 3. See how this constantly is just adding in more channels, more funnels. That's all it is. You're bringing in more marketing. You're looking more professional. You're getting more eyeballs. You're getting more opt-ins. Level 3. You're gonna have a whole team. So you got a whole team working on them. Focus energy on efforts on high leverage plays to keep growing and expanding the business. Multiple marketing systems. Multiple marketing systems, multiple marketing channels. And this is when you can start grossing around the 1 million a year mark. Again, you're just multiplying your advertising channel, 6K a day. You're going to cap around 90 to 120K a month. This is a lot easier said than done, but it's such a simple formula for a business. Literally, real world example of why this works. Why no one actually does this. If you want to get to any of these points, if you have them down below, join the Discord. If you're interested in working with me and Caden one-on-one, click the link down below. So, Caden, do you want to add anything on this?
No. Like you said, dude, it's simple. It's not easy. But if you stick to the system, it works.
So, barriers to entry. It's not what you think. What actually stops people and why that's an advantage. So, these are some common beliefs. So, I'm just gonna be average Joe here. Yeah, I don't want to do that moving company thing. You need a lot of money to start. You need years of experience. You need connections. Dan Bilzerian. You need to know everything first. The market's saturated. Ego. That girl on Tinder she can't know that I do moving. Like I gotta tell her I do e-com like 1 4 month. Fear of rejection. Talking to customers. That's like I don't want to do that. inconsistency. Like, I want a consistent schedule. Like, I'm a little scared. Yeah, and I just don't feel ready yet. Like, I don't know, maybe next year. Wanting validation for gosh, like I just need like some sort of proof this is actually gonna work. So these are all filters. 2016 Snapchat filters, none of those are real. And that's why it keeps the competition low. And that's why it'll forever be a good business model. The entire business in 5 steps. So number 1, we're gonna pick our boring service. What are we picking today? Picking moving. Local, high demand. People are already paying for it. Over here, the marketing channel. So why don't we just pick Meta for this? Cool. Talk to customers and sell. I got my Meta leads. Cool. Let me respond fast. Let me be human. Just solve the problem. Let me build trust. Let me excel. Cha-ching. Corvette is mine. Deliver great service. Do what you said. Show up prepared and on time. Care about the customer and their items. And work hard. This is where the referrals are really going to come from. It's totally facts. Good work will always spread good referrals. And for number 5, repeat and stack. Everything we just said, stack those marketing channels, stack referrals, stack clients. And you'll be doing 100K a month before you know it. Consistency will always compound. Is that the end?
No, right here. This is the next part. I didn't know how to fit that one into the flow. I just had to drop it.
So, why do most people fail at this business model? Most people fail because, number 1, they overcomplicate it. They think, I need to buy a 60K truck. You have 80 guys under me. It's overcomplicated. Whatever. Business isn't for them. It's not going to be for them. Overcomplicated. Cool. Shiny object syndrome. They go in the game thinking they need to be making 20K a day so they can buy a Corvette to impress that girl on Tinder and go to Chipotle with her. Like, it's not that important. Messing up pricing. I would say just pricing too cheap. Obviously, price a little lower on your first jobs. But if you just keep messy pricing, your whole time you will be cooked. Trying to look big too early. So this is a loaded question. You can look professional and big too early, but also people will try to look too big too early. So they'll try to get the nicest truck, nicest everything. Like, get proof of concept, get that knocked out, and you can go from there. Not reinvesting profits. So you're not reinvesting your profits, obviously, after every job, especially when you're starting it. Put it back in the business, buy that nice equipment, buy that gear, and it will come back to you. Not giving the process enough time. Totally facts. Maybe you get your first, second job. There's a little pit of despair as you're still building up. And before you hit the hockey stick, you just quit. So it's like the guy mining diamonds, quit right before you hit them. So can't quit too early. Trying to do it alone. So obviously, whether it's a friend, bring somebody in to help you out. I don't recommend a business partner, but make sure you have a good team under you that help out the jobs. And moving too slow. We have seen people, websites, LLCs, whatever it is, taking forever on. Action always beats that. Literally, just take you a day to do each step. Boom, 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 write it down. Cool. Fast track. Don't get cooked. Don't fail. Who should do this? Who is this business model for? Before we get in this, join the free Discord down below if you haven't. If you're interested in working with me and Kaden one-on-one to scale your moving company, start work. Get to that 10K a month mark. Click the link down below. Who is this business model for and who it isn't for? This works, but it's not for everyone. This works for you if you're willing to do boring work consistently. You want cash. You want cash flow. You're willing to start scrappy. You want control over your income. You want control over your schedule. You want to build a real business and you want to get real skills. You want to build some fugazi business model that isn't going to be around in 2 years. You want to build something that actually sticks around. This is not for you. If you want passive income, looking to get rich quick, you care about looking cool for those girls. You quit when things get uncomfortable. You hate money. You don't want to work hard, and you don't want to buy your dream car. If you don't want to do any of those, this is not for you. This isn't hard, but it does require commitment. I'm going to say it again. This business model requires commitment. If you're willing to show up and do the work, the opportunity is here and the results will show. What people don't like to hear.
It's a long one.
You're breathing around dying. All right. Real talk.
No bullshit.
Hold on, what's that with me? Twilight Zone over here, bro. All right. Real talk, no bullshit. Real talk, no bullshit. Number one, join the free Discord if you haven't down below. If you're interested in working with me and Caden one-on-one, click the link down below and we'll get you a moving company started up. 0 to 10K, and we'll work with you until you make it back. Anyways, we digress. Real talk, no BS. What does it take to actually win? So this guy right here, it's Caden. This guy right here, that's you. So it's boring. It's literally so boring. You're moving people's stuff with furniture. You're going in their house. You're not going in their house with like Rob Deerdeck about to do a skate ramp shoot with DC shoes and drink a Gatorade. Like, it's not exciting. Getting in their house, making them feel comfortable, wrapping everything up, doing an awesome job, moving it over. And at the end of the day, you're going to have the same system, same channels, new people, but building systems around those people. Same conversations with clients, but that's how you get good at it. And therefore, you start making more money. But boring done consistently beats exciting done occasionally. I'll say it again. Boring done consistently beats exciting occasionally. It's always better to have consistent bread than exciting, once a month bread. So, discipline over intelligence. This model rewards action paired with consistency, not IQ. I barely graduated high school. Caden dropped out of college. We generally put work in, and we got the results. It's that simple. You'll doubt yourself. So you will doubt yourself. You have slow weeks. You have tons of fuck ups. You might lose money. People are gonna be mad at you. You're gonna pull your hair out. You're gonna underquote jobs. You're gonna put not to exceed on jobs. You're gonna go bald. There's gonna be stuff that goes wrong. But that's all part of it. You gotta think without good, there's no bad. So you're gonna doubt yourself. All this stuff, bad stuff's gonna happen, but it's part of it. It's hard work. It's physically demanding. It's stressful. It's mentally and emotionally demanding. And a lot of BS. Again, a lot of BS. You will literally have some of those brutal days in your life, but those most brutal days will be the most rewarding days of your life. If you can accept these realities, this model can and will change your life. So literally a year ago from this picture, for a whole year, I was in the field every single day. Lord, strike me down if I'm lying, every single day. And then I set it up to where now I can run it from my desk. And no, I don't just kick back and do nothing and make money. I gotta put work in, but we're on sales and managing and everything now. But this is me and Armstrong just chilling. Long-term vision. So this can turn into real wealth. It's not just a job. Completely facts. You look around, you look at companies. There's a ton of franchises and moving companies. What does this tell you? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Those franchises going around. There's a lot of money to be going around. Do you want to add anything, Caden?
No, man. I mean, pretty straightforward. It's hard work, but it pays off in the end if you stick with it.
Level 1 cash flow. So you're going to generate consistent monthly income. Bills are going to be covered. Financial breathing room. This is where most people stop. This is where most people get comfortable. You might have made 10K and you're chilling. Buy those Cheerios you wanted to get. You can buy that Netflix subscription. You take the girl out to dinner. tell her you own a multi-million-dollar moving company. Level 2, systems and delegation. So this is when you start scaling. You're gonna get your SOPs, standard operating procedures. You're gonna be hiring, moving stuff from daily labor. And this is where it becomes a business. So this is when you actually start scaling and making real money. Scale and leverage, level 3. You're gonna get multiple crews, multiple locations, same playbook. Literally, all those systems are just putting more gas on it and lining it up. Start working more hours to make more money. Level 4, optionality. You choose how involved you are. You choose growth speed. You choose lifestyle. Level 5, exit or compound. So sell the business, keep cash flowing, expand the business, use the profits to invest somewhere else. But it's at the end of the day, it's an actual business. It's not just like some drop shipping store. Like it's genuinely a business you can pass on to family, sell the business. At the end of the day, you have a sustainable business, and it's a service business being that. So it's highly desirable to other people wanting to buy it. Not too hard to sell. And yeah, I digress. If you haven't already below, you want to work with me and Kaden one-on-one, the link will be down below. So what do most people do instead? Stay capped, trade time for money, and they never build leverage. Super facts. So what do we do next? What do we do next if we want to start this business model, get our foot in the door, and start cash flowing? Path 1, just getting started. So it's going to be joining the free Discord, asking questions, seeing what others are doing, learn what's actually working for people. In the free Discord, there's a ton of sauce in there. I'm in there, voice notes, proof, literally everything you want to see for free. Join it. I've said it a bunch of times in this video. Join the free Discord we had down below. Phase 2, going to be learning at your own pace. So it's going to be watching some of our videos. It's going to be joining the WAP. It's going to be trying to market, trying to sell on your own. Again, action will always be everything. So just implementing would be awesome. And then fast track with guidance. So it's going to be working one-on-one with me and Kaden. It's going to be a proven process. You're going to have access to the WAP as well. And then me and Kaden will stop to at least make 10K a month and your initial investment back. So you're going to accountability, direct feedback. You're going to be like Cam and land a job within the next 9 days. We'll try to beat that and land it within the next 7 days. And I'm not just talking out of our ass. It's just some cash grab. Genuinely, if it's something you want to start, you're interested in starting, go to the Discord number 1. If you really want to take it to the next level, click the one-on-one link down below. Apply, see if it's something that makes sense. And me and Kaden will take you to the moon. And remember, you don't need more information. You need execution. You can sit, click off this video, look at a million other videos, but at the end of the day, what is going to genuinely push the needle? Think about it. Cool. So to say that out again, join the Discord down below. If you want to work with Kaden one-on-one, click the link down below. Kaden, do you want to add anything before we do?
It's a great opportunity, man. And if you're watching this, you have literally the world in your hands if you just take the steps and start making shit happen.
Awesome. So anybody watching this point, get the fuck after it. Let's do it. Peace.
Beautiful.